Welcome everyone back to Oregon Rocks. I am here with my son, and it is that time, rock tumbling time. We're just finishing up round 5. Step 1. Munchkin can unplug this. Pull! You got it. Pull up and down. Up and down, up and down.
Or maybe sideways.
Let's pull now towards you. Come on. Alrighty. So.
It feels less heavy.
Does it? Probably because we didn't overfill it this time. Alrighty, so. Munchkin's taking off the top there. Alrighty. Let's put this on here.
I almost forgot. Because if I was just trying to do it like that, it wouldn't work, or else I wouldn't use my nails.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to do that, huh? Alrighty, so set those over there, bud. Munchkin, on this side?
Yeah.
There we go. Alrighty. Now let's carefully take off this lid. And let's see if our precious gems shrank. Ooh, frothy. Okay, set that down carefully. Alrighty. It's very bubbly, isn't it? Alrighty. So.
Maybe it's a volcano evaporating.
A volcano evaporating?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so. Got our bucket.
Yep.
And we got our sifter. And Munchkin's gonna pour it all into there. Whoa. Alrighty. How does it look like on the bottom?
Holy cow, look.
Oh man, let's try to pat that very well. That there is a sign of too much grit, which we might have done. Oh, no. It's not too terribly bad. Most of it came out, I think. Alrighty.
Let's get the water.
Now top of the big old water.
Let's see. I'll put it in. One second.
Alrighty, so
Back
we've
in.
had this going for about 5 days. Munchkin's gonna pour some water on it.
Oh, I fell on the carpet.
Beautiful. Keep going.
Okay, we do want to save some.
This is true. Alrighty. Look at those shine. Yep. You should have probably seen that there's still some stuff over there. Luckily, Papa came prepared.
And look, this time, nothing more except for grit.
Yep. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Alrighty, so let's get this guy out of the way, bud. Can you help move it?
Yep.
Let's get this. Alright. And let's submerge it. Okay, you want to give it a good
I just want to wash my hands.
rinse with your hands, bud? Get in there.
I can do it. Wow! The tornado! Watch out!
Alright, I'm going to give it another rinse. Set it down. We're spilling a lot of water. Okay, we're going to move this to the side. This is going to come up and over.
Oh no. Okay.
Alrighty. So, those beautiful pieces. Let's see if this is going to do any better. Alrighty. I'm going to set those there. Now we're going to look at them one by one and see how they've been turning out.
So first up, we have this one, which is the beautiful red one I was talking about. from last time.
Mm-hmm. How's it looking so far, bud?
Looking good. Still has like some spots to uncover.
Okay, let's see. So, now these, for those of you who have not been following along, these have already been through all 4 cycles once. And we decided to go through them again just because we wanted a little bit better of a finish. Some of these look like they had, like they just didn't have enough room to fully rinse off. So we're going through.
That one's less smooth.
Yes, but so because we put them through the grit again, it's not going to be as smooth as it was the last time because the grit has been basically sanding off the edges of these. So got a little bit of grit in here, but that's what we want because we want to get the outside husk down a little bit so that once we do get to that final polish stage, it looks pretty good. So alrighty, next up, bud.
Next up we have this one, which I was saying looks exactly the same as this one.
It does. They look very similar, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, how's this guy looking for us?
This guy's looking pretty good. One dry spot onto the rescue.
Yeah, so we'll really be able to see once these things start to dry up how good they look, if at all the increase in time has actually done something to them. But already, I'm able to see a lot more dendrites in these and see a lot more of these unique characteristics.
And
so
see if there's any banding.
yeah, it will reveal a lot of banding. So that's pretty awesome. Alrighty.
Next up we have this one.
Alrighty, now this is the one that had that blue in it right here. And it looks like we've actually gotten rid of some of this. And we see a little bit more blue in there. It's gotten a little bit smaller, it looks like. Oh, what is that? I don't remember that part being there.
Let me see.
You see that?
Oh yeah, don't remember that cut.
Yeah.
Looks like a scratch.
I wonder if it has any quartz in it potentially or not. But you can see right in here, this one would be a really good specimen to cut in half because the blue that's in there, I think if you were to splice this right down the center there, you'd see a lot of beautiful banding. So this is how this guy looks on its finishing first step of the round 2 on these guys. So all of these have been tumbled before, and like I said, we're just tumbling them again because we want them to look a little bit smoother. So
next up we have this one. They might not be smoother.
yeah, well, just to get rid of that, because as you can see from these, so you see already right here, we've got a lot of this part here that is still showing. This is expected after the first step. We wanted to just kind of grind it down, and we'll see, you know, all this is an experiment. It might not end up looking any better than our first round on it, but like we said, this is all an experiment, and we're just gonna kind of see. So don't mind the cat fuzzes. So this is another beautiful banded piece. It's a bit strange because they're smooth but then they're rough at the same time. And then here, this one does look a bit cleaner, which is nice. You can see the beautiful banding line. I think this one was our biggest banded agate until this weekend, right? And then the one we found most recently, I think, might outdo it, but beautiful piece.
Next up we have this one. It looks like they're kind of like outcomed some new blueness. Look.
Oh yeah. So this was the one that initially we couldn't see any of it, and we weren't even sure if it was an agate or not. But now the more we've tumbled it, the more we've revealed these really cool, unique characteristics to it. So you can almost see all of, I think I had somebody call this, it looks similar to like a lace agate. You can even see the banding right there that's being revealed. So this is pretty cool. So far you can still see a lot of the imperfections on it, and hopefully those go away after these next few steps. If they don't, well, we at least try. So, alrighty, this is another beautiful banded piece, and you can see here we had a little bit more of that blue come out. This is just a massive, massive one. This one, we found a jasper that was really similar to this one as well too recently. Remember that, bud?
Mm-hmm.
This one just has beautiful banding around it. Cannot wait for this one to be done and to really show all the cool, unique colors to it. So this is an awesome little piece.
Next up, we have this one.
Now this one is one of our first massive ones that we found. It's a chalcedony, but as you guys can see, it's got chalcedony, carnelian, but as you guys can see, it has some blue on the top and the bottom of it. And so initially I thought that that was dirt, but it looks like it's actually part of the rock, and so I'm glad that that hasn't fully gone away. You can actually start to see, bud, look at that. We didn't see that before. You can see some of the imperfections, and you can see some of the detailings on the inside. So this one was a lot bigger when we initially had it, and now in its second round of tumbling, it shrank a little bit, but it's still beautiful as can be. As an awesome piece.
Next up, we have this. Guess it's actually loose.
Yep. And this one is that one that we tumbled on our last little bit. Looks like it might have a little bit of grit in it. There we go. It's actually clear now. This is one that we tried to get rid of the outside husk a bit to reveal a little bit more details to it. So this is a nice one. A beautiful little piece.
Next up, we have this one.
Want to talk about this one some?
So this one kind of looked like one of our small ones. It revealed one band.
It did.
That's really in there. Oh, look at that banding. But do you see that band?
Nope, because it's not facing us.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, it's an awesome, beautiful piece.
But that band's like uncovering.
It is. It's being uncovered, isn't it? So I'm starting to see a lot more banding that's happening in this one. This is another beautiful carnelian that we found. I believe on the tip got clear as well too, and you can kind of start to see some of the banding throughout it. So what we're hoping for is these imperfections you see on the outside here will start to disappear once we tumble them a bit more. So we've got a lot more peanuts this time around, and so we're hoping that through this round we can make these shine the best that we can. So
next up, we have this little one. This little one actually looks like, whoa, what? It covered in some banding, some black banding.
They are. Those ones are really cool. This black banding one was pretty awesome. I'm not really sure what would cause it to have black banding, but it is pretty awesome. You can see it go all the way through now.
It either has black banding or
if you guys know what that
stuff
could be in the comments within the formation of this, that'd be pretty neat to find out. Because you can see it goes all the way throughout, which is really awesome. So we're trying to make this one smoother, and the process might turn out a little bit rough, but we'll just have to see.
Next up, we have this one, and this one where I found it, and I got it. What? And then he said, I think it has, oh no, it also has some carnelian too.
Yep. So this one is a really cool piece. Yep. So this one is a really cool piece because it looks to have a combination of colors in there. This one, it wasn't as shiny or as polished as it could be in the previous round, which is why we added this one in. And we just needed a couple of smaller ones in to kind of fill up that space. So is that the last one, boo?
Yep, the last of them are late.
Alright, so This one is a nice, beautiful piece. You can see the banding throughout these. One thing I've noticed is the more that you polish these up, the more that the bands shine through. So this is another beautiful, beautiful piece. So this is a pretty awesome here. We've got a nice, good round of these. So this is what they look like dry. So once we're done with our final step, we would prefer for them to look a little bit like they would when they're wet. So we're gonna wet these guys up to really make them shine.
We don't put our hands in the wrong one, or else our hands will get all gritty. The last raindrops.
Alright, that's good, bud. So, preferably once we finish with our last and final step, this is what we would like for them to look like. All nice and shiny. And so hopefully once we get there, we'll accomplish that. This is all an experiment, and with every round we learn something else, and we appreciate you guys following us on this journey, and hopefully you guys can take something away from it. This has been a great experience for us. I know Munchkin over here has learned a bunch so far, and eventually I'll probably end up having him do these all by himself once he's ready for it.
What?
Yep. But for right now, we're going to do them together. And we hope you guys enjoy this. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We appreciate your guys' viewership and your time. And don't forget to rock on!